Good morning, everyone. How is everyone this Sunday morning? Hope you're doing well. Mr. TC Blades, I see you. They got you stitched up. That's good. Need to be more careful, buddy. Mr. B Shady, Mr. Pete, Mr. John, and Mr. Audiolitis. Good morning, sirs. Hope y'all are doing well. Getting your day started off great. TC's wound did not look nice. It looked like a good one, TC. I guess if you get some white meat to come out, it's always a good one. Cut you to the white meat. Hold on. Let me pause the mic while I do that. That's silly. I mean, mute the mic. Pause it. There we go. I need to get me a quick button for mute. Yeah, I think you said, what, 3 internal stitches? I've never had to get internal stitches. That is no good. So last night in my pocket, no surprise to anyone, this week's go-to knives, the Kunwu and the Vespa. And actually, I had another one. I had the Topo. I actually had 3 knives on me all night. I had the Topo Waka. But during the night, I tuned all 3 of these to my liking. So I put it in a bag when I got done with it. But I did go through and tune them all. They're all 3 how I would prefer them now. Whoops. How did that happen? That was weird. Yeah, that was totally weird. Anyway, I had those 3 in my pockets most of the night. What are y'all carrying this morning? What do y'all got in your pockets? Mr. Audiolitis has his Bel Air out and is working on it. So I did receive a couple of knives in the mail yesterday. That was cool. Gauze. You got gauze in your pocket? Yeah. You probably need some gauze, Mr. TC. So, let me see here. I got a couple in the mail, like I said. Man, I got this one tuned so nice. Perfect. One little tiny shake. Boom. You got 5 of them? You ought to sell me one of them. You ought to sell me your worst one with the worst scales so I can buy some titanium scales to put on it and have me one. All right. So, the knives I got in yesterday were a Kaiser and an O knife. Y'all wouldn't mind smashing that like button, I'll be your best friend. So it seems like recently I have gotten more into utility knives, as we will look at momentarily. We're going to look at these first, but so this one is the UT Bear 2 Kaiser, and came with extra blades and a knife and the stickers and all that jazz. Good morning, Wicked Dream Designs. Welcome to Sunday. Laid back Sunday. Good morning, Mr. Scott. Hope you're doing well, sir. So, this thing, pretty nice. It's got that typical perfect Kaiser crossbar axis clutch lock feel. Super buttery smooth. I mean, it just drops. Boom, drops, stays there. The blade, as long as you use it appropriately and cut like you're supposed to with a utility knife in a straight motion and don't try to cut wood, you should be good. But you can pull the blade. The blade does wiggle a little bit out that way. But like I said, when you're pressing on it, it's going to be locked into those little notches. And to change the blade, you have to press the heck out of this thing. And it's pretty difficult to get the blade out. I actually had to use something to press on it in order to get it out because it hurt my finger. But anyway, supposedly there's a review. I saw that Kinman thought it was a great knife, but there's a review of one where the guy's cutting wood or something and he's flexing it and the blade pops out. I mean, anything that's toolless has got its tolerances. So if you start cutting on wood and start tweaking the blade, I'm sure it might pop out. As y'all know, I'm not a fan of this color of micarta, so we are going to take care of that on this video. And then this is the O-Knife U1 utility knife. They make a U1 Pro. This one's 25 bucks. They make one for like 40 bucks, I believe, called the U1 Pro utility knife. And it has a bit driver built into it that folds out of the back, I guess. But I'm not a fan of this pattern or color for knives. But I got it because it was a combo deal. It was a bundle. So I wanted to get the Kaiser, so I got this one. Got them both for 30 bucks. So you can't beat that. And this one has a toolless blade change also. But in my estimations, it is a somewhat poor design for the simple fact that it has no kind of driver head in order to turn to loosen it. So you really, if you use your hands, then you can only get it so tight. And then if you use a tool, you're going to have to grab the outside of it. It's very thin. So like right now, I can't use my hand. Somebody has tightened this with some pliers or something. And there's no kind of bit driver in the middle. Like it needs a Torx or even a flathead. I mean, anything. So this is kind of tweaked right now. So I would have to find some pliers, and it's super thin. But I guess if you just hand tighten it back, you should be good. It comes with a tool. Thank you, Pete. I did not get that out of the box, but I heard something in the box. What did I just do with the box? There it is. I heard something in the box, but I didn't know what it was. Aha, so how does this tool work? Ah, it's just got one of those adjustable wrench things, and it lets you crank down on it, I guess. So, you put it in here and push. Aha, it does work. Thank you guys for telling me that. I should open my boxes, but as a guy, I don't read instructions nor go through boxes fully. It does seem to work great. Pete's right. Now I got to keep up with this little thing. Because it works better than a pair of pliers would. So now where do I put this? Huh. I've got these magnets. Aha, that's pretty cool. It'll hang over the magnets. I can hang it from the microphone up here. So my mount for my camera is a swing arm and it's metal. So I've got some of these magnets stuck up there and it fits right over the head of one of those. So now it's just up there. Yeah, I've got too much on my keychain already, Pete. See, that's what this channel is for. It's for those to know to help the ones that don't. Or us all to not know and learn together. So, what I've noticed, what I was saying is that I've gotten into utility knives as of late. I guess it was a sector of the market that I had not yet gone through. And I think one of the first ones I got that was nice was those titanium, that titanium knife, that frame lock with the lock bar insert. I think this was one of the first ones I got, and I really like that one. I haven't used any of them, so when it goes to actual ergos, I guess Pete would know. I like this one because of its size and this protective thing. Makes me feel like I'm safer. This one is really too small for me. When I go to open it, I almost feel like I'm going to drop it. So yeah, I've learned that the size matters, and this one is a great size. When I put it in my palm, I feel secure, and it's got this little forward choil place here with a little guard that makes me feel better than this one. I feel like if I was to get up here, I might slip off onto the blade because my hands are so big. So yeah, this size, I need a little bit longer. I wonder if the Pro is a little longer. This is a good length, and I didn't realize that it was even longer than this one. But this one feels good because it's got this big guard up here. I think Pete has one of these too, so maybe he can tell us. I think he likes this one the best, though, so that's why I'm kind of curious. He must have a lot smaller hands than me. That's all I can say. I think this was one of the first ones I got. And then I got a couple of the Shortcut clones. Got those two. And I like them a lot. They're very comfortable in hand. Probably one of the most comfortable, actually. And then I got the one I have not finished sanding on, but it needs some work. The scales came a little scratched. I can't wait till the Tyrant comes out, the clone. What is on this one? I started to sand these scales and polish it, but it's the factor clone utility knife. And I really like it too for the same reason. It has this forward finger guard. It fits my hands really good. And I feel safe. I feel like I could be safe with it. So, in summation, I like the larger size ones. And for my hands, that's what I think I need to to where I feel safe with it. And you don't want to use something you not feel safe. So yeah, those are my utility knives as of now, I think. Cannot wait to get the Exceed Tyrant Ultra replica. So we got a vote for the Berg Blades Utility Slim. That was mentioned again yesterday. I'm not sure if Mr. John was the one who mentioned it yesterday, but I remember it came up. I'm not even familiar with it because I haven't been into utility knives. Utility Slim Orange G10. Okay, that one's got the front guard like I prefer, where I could get my finger on there and feel safe. What is the length of it? 5.6 inches. So let me hop back here. 5.5, a little over 5.5. So it is. The shortcuts are right at 6. The drop bear is at 6 3/4. This one's right at 6. This one's 6 1/4. And this little one is 5.5. So the Berg Blades Utility Slim is the same size as this one, but it does have a good flat place right here to put your finger, whereas this one has the little hump. It makes me think I might slide off the front of it. And more of the blade is covered. So it's got an area right in here where you can put a finger. So that one is the same length as the littlest one on the table, which means that I probably would not like it. But I like the way it looks. I just wish it was bigger, about 1 inch longer. But having that guard over the blade might give me just enough room to get 4 fingers on it and feel comfortable. I would love to hold one. And does somebody make replacement scales for the show side? Do they make a full titanium one? I guess that one is, maybe. Or is that one orange on the other side? See, they don't show the show side. Yeah, there's a full... No, that one's G10 too, huh? So they don't make a full titanium one, huh? Surge slip joint razor. Oh, that reminds me, I got to show y'all something that happened during the night. I love a parts breakdown like that. Kind of weird here, floating in midair. But cool effect nonetheless. So let's look up, first we'll look up the Surge slip joint razor. Good morning, Cliff. Are we talking about Panchenko? Surge slip joint razor. Reduction slip joint razor Gen 2. Alright, yes. Now what is the size on this one? Not sure how I feel about the offset. That's another one I would have to feel to see if I like that. I like the thumb ramp a lot, so I probably do like the offset because it gives it a good thumb ramp. I like the fact that they have a full titanium one, that he has a full titanium one, sorry. That is probably very comfortable. Can we get us specs on it? Probably not. But we might can here. 6.375. So it is as long as the long one's on the table. That is super cool. I think that's my favorite looking so far because of the blade ramp. Thank you for that, Mr. Mister. If anyone likes the Desert Warrior style and likes this knife, I will give it to you for $20 shipped. Save $5 and don't have to worry about shipping and waiting. Yeah, $20 shipped. So that means about $12 to me and $8 shipping. So Cliff, if you want the pink one, I would even send it to Alaska for maybe for 20 bucks. Yeah, I would for 20 bucks. That Surge one was nearly 6.5, John, which is what the biggest ones on the table. But this one is about 6.5 too. So I'd say the Hawk and the Surge are neck and neck right now. And I know that these both come in full titanium. Yeah, the Tyrant Ultra might be the largest though. And there's a clone of it coming out soon, John. Tyrant Ultra, let's see how big it is. Come on, internet. I don't know why it's not loading. There it goes. Tyrant Ultra is $7.15. Yes. It has taken the lead. $7.15. So that looks, you can tell in his hand. There's the Tyrant and the Tyrant Ultra. So the Ultra is definitely bigger. And the link for it, I think it's the, well, let's see if I can find the post. Where are his posts? I don't remember his name on. Come on, where is it? Just any post by him so I can go. All right, so winter pudding, which is such a stupid. All right, there it is. So there's the Tyrant Ultra that's coming out soon, John. Full titanium. Looks like it might be on washers because the he's really having to sling it shut. Seems like he's putting a lot of shake behind it. Good lockup. Yeah, he's shaking the heck out of it. Can't really tell. I don't know about the original. March, April 2026. Yeah, well, they're for cutting different things, John. Like razor blades are definitely a specific type of cutting you're doing. Repetitive, lots of straps, lots of boxes, lots of something. Being able to just swap out the cheap blade real quick is always really nice, especially if you're doing stuff like that, so you don't dull your main knife. All right, so during the night, Knife Center made a boo-boo and posted a couple of Kaiser knives, and they left out a 1. And this knife right here, hold on. That was the wrong link. Oh. Nope, that is. Wow. They fixed it. So me and Andrew got in on this. So let me show you what's going on here. So the trestle is a slip joint by Kaiser. And they had the DLC one, which they're not showing anymore. They messed up. And they left out a 0. I mean, they left out a 1. So let me show you what happened. So, oh wait, I was clicking the wrong. Yeah, so that one right there was on sale, and I was able to order 2 of them. And I know they're going to cancel all these orders because a ton of people on Reddit ordered them. But I was able to grab 2 of them for $52 each instead of $152 each. So I got them both for $114, and it says out of stock, but typically ships from Knife Center within 2 to 3 business days. So you were able to order them, but I myself didn't figure they would come through. And Andrew ordered 4 of them. So as of, and then this is the next thing we'll look at. Andrew ordered 4 of them. And me and him both thought that Monday morning, they would cancel all the orders. I actually went back and ordered 2 of the, so I ordered 2 of the DLC titanium ones for $52. And then I ordered 2 of the 80s camo carbon fiber for $70 each instead of $170. So I got 2 of those for $140 and 2 of these for $114. But we kind of both knew that they would come Monday morning, they're just going to refund all the money. And then the next post I want to show y'all is the fact that within days, or pretty soon here, the FSD and the FSD Mini from Lemifshi with the brown lock is going to be released. So I think these are the full-size FSD versions, and then these are the mini versions. So those are coming soon. I think I'm going to get the middle one of the big ones here because I'm kind of worn out on these other patterns. And I think I'm going to get this one right here, the third one over. I kind of like those middle ones too, though, but they look like a Nutter Butter again to me. Good morning, Robin. But Jufool should be releasing his full-size FSDs within the next day or so. So they're battling it out between the two to see who sells the most of them. I'm curious how the lock mechanism, curious if the Lemifshi has the internal tuning like you're supposed to be able to do. I know the Jufool one does, but I'm not sure about the Lemifshi one. But yeah, that popped up last night. And within 48 hours, yeah, the FSD should be on this store. I think I showed it yesterday morning. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I just hope the Lemifshis have that same tuning for the lock. I mean, for the detent and the lockup. All right, well, enough of that. So, two of those, and yep, two of the camo carbon ones. I don't know. We'll see if they honor it. It looks like they're discontinued, and they didn't mean to say they were available for drop shipping. But who knows? And I think that was posted in Knife Deals. Yeah, Knife Center Mistake. Oh, and you could get the... I didn't even see those. Look, they left out some numbers on these fixed blades. Wow, I need to go check that. Polaris. All right. Looks like they've gone through and fixed the numbers. Maxim, M-A-K-S-I-M. Yep, they have fixed. So that one was supposed to be $72 probably or something. I don't know. Somebody's getting fired at Knife Center. $2.96. Look, there's 96-cent knives for a Kaiser big old fixed blade. What is that one? Little Rhino. Little Rhino. I didn't even know these existed. Little Rhino doesn't pop up, so they fixed them all this morning. But during the night, there's one guy on this post that said that he ordered 25 knives for $340. And he said, here's hoping they send me all in for the price I paid. Less than $340 for 25 total knives. I wasn't paying attention to the rest of these. I don't click pictures. I don't click right a lot of times, and I should, because there's a bunch of them that were messed up, and I could have possibly ordered a bunch of them, including a Spitfire for 97 bucks. MJM Horus knife. I would go see what they're both worth on Knife Swap. And they probably don't come up very often because that's a rare knife. I don't even see one on Knife Swap, so never mind. Oh. So, I said we were going to fix that color on this knife, and we are. We're going to do that right now. This one's pretty nice too. I do like it. All right. I'm gonna put this back in the box because it's brand new. Looks like it hasn't been used, and I don't dig it, so somebody else needs to enjoy it. I will put it up on a post. Need to put the little tool back in there. I don't know why I hung that up. Because I could. Oh, by the way, this one has the tweezers and the little pick in the end of it. Of course, y'all probably knew that, but I didn't think they were in there. So it's got the cool little pick and tweezers in the handle. It came with the extra set of those, which I thought was super cool. They were in the box, and I was like, oh, the guy didn't even put in the tweezers and the pick. But come to find out, it came with an extra set. So it does have it, and there's another set. This is a weird box. So as far as boxes go, this is a weird one because it has a flap that folds over, but you can still fold this one back over it. So it's got an internal box, or at least a little internal tab here. But it's weird. You can fold this one over the top of the side pieces and still fold this one past that one. So that's a weird little thing. All right, so this one, we are going to disassemble it, which is always fun with a crossbar lock knife. But I will show y'all what I do to try to keep everything together where it's not that hard to reassemble. I probably should take the blade out first, but y'all know me. I like to live dangerously. Wow, it has T8s in the body. That's cool. All right, y'all pay attention if I throw screws everywhere. Man, the clip are even T8s. That's pretty sweet. why did they choose to do this on their utility knife, but yet don't do it on a lot of their other knives? Cliff, you can send me PayPal. The easiest thing to do would be to email me. BladeAlchemy4U@gmail.com. Up there in the top right corner. BladeAlchemy4U@gmail.com. If you're not on the Discord, you can message me on the Discord and I can give you that info there, or you can email me and I will give you the info there. All right, back to disassembly. So now I've got all the screws out except for the pivot. So here's what I normally do. I take whichever one will come out. Usually, well, they might both come out, but you take one of them out, and then I always take my T6, my other one. All right, so this one is going to be cool because I think you can take out both sides of it, and the middle might stay in place. That will be awesome if that's the case. It looks like that might be the case, but normally what I do is I stick the smaller T6 all the way through and I leave it in there while I'm working on the knife, and then it keeps everything together and you can put the scales back on. But you have to make sure. Oh wow, the tweezers just fell right out. You have to make sure to put it through with this part sticking out, the side that the pivot, well, that's the way you'll be pushing on it anyway. So, but they made this one where you can evidently take the scales off super easily, so the whole knife kind of stays together. So that's awesome. Like, they need to do that with all their crossbar lock knives. So now we got the good old doo-doo brown. So what I like to do is I like to grab some sandpaper. I don't know where my little... I'd like to find a piece of something not so low grit. So give me half a second. Let me find a piece of sandpaper to use. I'm supposed to have some in a little Ziploc bag laying around here somewhere, but got a little bit of a mess going on, so not so easy to find. Come on, sandpaper. There's usually sandpaper everywhere. See if I got anything here. Just a random little piece of sandpaper. Where you at, buddy? But anyway, I like to take a piece of sandpaper and scuff up the micarta a little bit, because sometimes they put a coating on it. Alright, I've got a piece over here. It is a lower grit than I would prefer to use, but I can always fix that later if it makes it a little too rough. It is this is 150. I would prefer not to use 150, but it's laying here. Let me make sure it's not just a little piece over here. I did have some little loose folded up pieces. Aha, found one. Right before I gave up. Alright, so not going to use that 150. I'm going to use this 600. So I usually just hit it up one good time on the scales. Kind of even it up a little bit. And they put a coating, I swear they put like a wax or something on these. So I always just hit them up a little bit with some sandpaper. This 600 is going to work perfect. I don't care about the edges as much as the flats, because hopefully it's all going to get dark anyway. So that's what I do. I hit it a little bit with the sandpaper. Same with this one. You can see that dark area where the oils have been kind of coming up a little bit. I'm not going to worry about trying to get it all off, because like I said, I think it should turn pretty black everywhere. Yep, that's definitely a dark spot in the middle there. All right, so I'm going to hit those, and I'm not going to worry about hitting the back of them or anything, even though, because you'll see in a second why. Then I'm going to take a paper towel and some alcohol, and I'm going to wipe them off. Alcohol will evaporate very quickly. Man, I turned them like brown. And it got some dirt off of them, which is what I was trying to do. All right. Yeah, you can shine up micarta. Yeah, Wicked Dream Designs. Get your buffer out and see what it does to some micarta. All right, so that right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take. Man, I hope they fit. They're not going to fit. Dang it! The last ones I did this way had a bolster, so they were shorter than I had the little bolster area. I think I'm still going to do it this way. I'm wondering if it's going to make a line across them. I don't want to make a line. Now I wish I could have had like a test tube or something. Something a little taller than this that was narrower. I thought they would drop in here, so that's my issue. The last ones I did, I was able to drop them in my bottle and let them soak for 24 hours. I still want to do that because it worked really good. I'm wondering what I could find that was taller and thinner. I don't have anything. I don't have like one of those real tall shot glasses or something. I've got the little brushes, mister. I'm not worried about that, but the die works a lot better if you just drop these in here and let them sit. I can screw the lid on and I can shake it. That's what I'm going to do. All right. I can let them lay sideways and they'll probably get... Yeah, painting it on doesn't work nearly as good as letting them soak for 24 hours in the actual black dye. I've done both. And it made quite a difference. You could see the color pattern come through the black on one and you couldn't on the other. So I don't want to paint it on. I do want to let it soak. And I'll show you too for reference. Let me get my Kaiser box. Hold on. I've got both where I painted it on and where I soaked it. So y'all can decide which one looks better. So this is the one I painted it on, And where is the big one? One of my bigger Kaisers. It should be easy to find, but I don't see it. Still don't see it. Aha. All right. So this is one where I took the little applicator and swabs and put it on there. And you can see how the darker places got darker and the other ones kind of show the little, it's not nearly. All right, so there's one. I'm not going to say as nearly as anything. And here's the one that I let soak for 24 hours. So the evenness and the darkness of it came out way better when I let it soak. But this leather dye works great on micarta. That's what they suggest you use. If you look up micarta dyeing, they all say leather dye. And they make a bunch of different colors of this stuff. And it's good to have leather dye now that I'm going to be doing some leather stuff. But like TC said, to each his own. Do however works, whatever works for you. Dyeing micarta. Let's see what it says. So the instructable says rit, white vinegar, and salt. Rit, white vinegar, and salt. I saw the white vinegar thing. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying rit. So I'm sure that works just fine. And you got the choice of all those colors too, but yeah. So yeah, try rit. No, you don't have to soak it for 24 hours, John. You don't have to soak it for very long at all. But it doesn't really matter because it turns out very nice. And I don't need this bottle for anything, so it can just sit here in this bottle. But the darkness I got is a lot more even and solid. Yeah, I use red on all my G10, Robin. I've got like 20 colors of red dye. That's all those ones I've shown, done all those blue knives, and that wine color is really good, red. Yeah, so I'm good with the soaking it if it turns out like this. I didn't like how it showed through. And brushing it on, depending on how the micarta is treated, like I said, sanding it helps a ton because they do have some kind of wax or something on a lot of micarta. But this one is splotchy in places. Pete, let me show you something. In here in my garage, you just said that, but hold on. I'm going to go take a picture. All right. So it's funny you said that, Pete, because that's exactly what I do. So out in my garage out there, I've got an extra refrigerator, and on top of that refrigerator, I have this. I have all my RIT jars and my big can of acetone and some vinegar. But all these are labeled according to whether they're racing red, tangerine, teal, purple, charcoal, and these other ones back here. But I've got 5, 8, 11. I got 12 jars with RIT dye full, the big jars. And then I got my big can of acetone. Yeah. So that's funny you said that. Oh, this was something else I was going to show y'all. Another guy used his Spyderco as a pry bar and snapped it. Maximet. Don't use your knives as pry bars, guys. Yeah, I use hot. I put it in a pan and let it simmer or let it boil for 10 minutes, and then I let it set for 10 minutes after it boils with the heat off, and then I get them out whenever I do G10. And I mean, I'm guessing I could do my car the same way, but because I've had really good results with G10. But when I started looking up people that did a lot of micarta dyeing, they said to use leather dye. It seemed to soak in better, but who knows? Like TC said, to each his own. As long as it works for you, doesn't matter. But I just like this black compared to this black. And they're both Kaisers, so they're pretty close to the same micarta. And I guess we'll see how this turns out. I'm going to make sure to keep like moving it around so it doesn't get a line across it. And I definitely won't leave it in here 24 hours. I'll probably take it out after the broadcast is over, but I'm not using my RIT dye. That's why I cleaned them really good, because I knew I was going to dump them in here and I didn't want particles and stuff. TC, water can't get any hotter than 212 degrees. So even the bottom of the pan can't get hotter than 212. So you can't melt something in boiling water. I mean, as long as it's good at 212. Because I don't know if you've seen people boiling water, but you can boil water in a plastic bag. So the bottom of it, the water keeps the plastic bag just like the water keeps the bottom of the pan at 212 also. But you can boil water in a plastic bag. Water can't get any hotter than 212 degrees. So here's a shot of boiling water over a fire in a plastic bag. Well, she's not going to show it boiling. Maybe she will. But the water creates a layer where even the bottom of the pan and the G10 sits on it. It can't get above 212. Is she going to show it boiling or not? No, you can. She's got it right on the fire, so you can tell it's not melting it. No, she's not going to show it boiling, but you can boil it. But yeah, that's a good thing about water, is it can't get above 212. Now steam can get a little hotter than that. That's why you can get steam burns. I think steam is a little hotter than that. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Construction grade trash bags, yeah. Those were not the little, man, I hate some of the bags they give you nowadays. They skimp on everything nowadays. All right, so what do we want to, oh, did somebody ask why I didn't redo this one? I didn't feel like taking it back apart, just like you said. And I probably will at some point. I'm just got too many knives. Yes, Scott, it's a weird fact. No reason you should, really. All right, let's see if I had some other links to talk about. Oh, I wanted to show y'all one thing. So this blue turned out really good that he did with that epoxy, and he matched the epoxy to the clip and the backspacer. So that's pretty dang sweet looking. But what I wanted to show you was he just did a camo one, which I thought was kind of cool. But check out the camo he did. But yeah, I think it looks good. Seamless repeat pattern. I guess that's where he got the color ideas from. Ketchup packets. If you don't know how to make liqueur out of ketchup packets, we're not the same. Now, fruit and ketchup packets. Hooch, what you call it. But yeah, he's done some really cool stuff. He finally got his pressure vessel. There's a protein going to be doing. That blue looks really good though. Mister, the bond is so good that he had to heat it up to get it out. It won't pop out. He can't get it to come out unless he kind of melts it a little bit. So whenever he has to redo them, he has to use heat to get it out. He's done a bunch of strix. He's put some stuff inside, some glow stuff inside some of them. Some tritium. This one has, I don't know what it has in the middle. He probably talks about it in the post, but shredded carbon fiber in the middle. Yeah, you could just drop it in a bag, a plastic bag over the fire to get the epoxy out. Radial dots. Dots and arcs. That must be from tie connector, be my guess. Oh. Nope, he's selling them. Nice. $25 per set. One set per customer. He must have a mill some type. Micro mill. No, they probably do sell them at tie connector. Let's see. I think, yeah, those are the same patterns, I think, as some of these. I don't know. I know these work for the Rosies. No, maybe not. Protean riding on skiffs with tie connector pivot. Oh yeah, that's him. So those are the new. So those are from tie connector. I just didn't go to the right place, evidently. Oh yeah, I think when you go to them, they show you the different patterns. I don't know. Cool site though, if you haven't checked it out. TieConnector.com. Oh man. I think John, I think he said that it makes it sound better. It's kind of like when you clap in a corner or you clap out in the middle of a room. So the sides on it make it not disperse the sound as much, because the skelly ones, the sound just kind of disappears. But when you put sides on it, it kind of makes it like a tunnel. So I think he said it sounds a lot better with the epoxy in it, because the epoxy is rock hard. So it's not going to like absorb it like it would if it was springy. Man, this knife is so nice, action-wise. Did you find one, Pete? Yeah, I didn't stay on it looking too long enough. Oh yeah, there we go. Pattern. Plain radial dots. Yep. So they're $25. Huh. Straight from tie connector. But that's zirconium. Yeah. Zirconium too. Alright. What else y'all want to talk about today? Laid back Sunday. I thought if I ran out of stuff to talk about, we would just go browse some Blade Binge or Knife Swap or whatever y'all wanted to look at. Yeah, I don't know about the size either yet, Pete. Strix round 2, 21 minutes ago. 245. The old Tiger Strike. Nobody's buying it. It's got some snails. Oh, 425. Sorry. I totally said the wrong. What did I say? Did I say lightning? I meant flame. I don't Tiger. Yeah, I said Tiger Strike. Let's see what clones he's got. Glycon, Halo, Butcher, Mini Trudon, Lightning, Makora clone. What are some of these? Oh yeah, those are all garbage. What is that top one though? What is a Makora? Oh, it's a OTF. What is? Oh, it's a Butcher. I knew that. Isn't that the one that Ed has, or do I need to buy that Butcher clone? What's he got it listed at? Oh, you got to buy them all. Well, that's no good. Is that a... Have a good day, TC. Oh, no problem, buddy. Ray Sachs? Why, yes, I have, sir. Odd question to ask, but it is Sunday, so I get it. Yeah, make sure to take care of that wound, TC. Oh, John said they ship only UPS? Wow. Urban EDC is dropping a Devo Saloon in custom colorway. I did not see that, Mr. Pete. Let me see if I can copy and paste your text. I'll just paste it in here and hit enter. Whoops. Urban EDC is dropping a Devo Saloon. Is this... That's the prototypes. Dropping soon? Nothing. Their webpage. Thank you, Pete. I have heard of the little season. Yes, sir, I have. We are supposedly in the little season. But, like he said, this is a knife channel. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, Pete. For those of you who like black knives, which Pete definitely is one, you like that milling, don't you? That's your pattern on the milling, too. Click, 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 click. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, Pete. Scott, you don't have to delete messages. I mean, unless they're just like obscene. You can just choose not to answer them too. It's kind of, I mean, I don't care if he says what he says, but if he keeps saying the same thing over and over again, then you can do whatever. But I don't want to talk religion and politics in here, though. I agree, because we'll all get to arguing. But it's best to just let people just ask what they ask, and if nobody answers, nobody answers. If they keep on and on and on, then, you know, then it is what it is. I mean, I don't care that you did that. It doesn't bother me either way. Because it probably is inappropriate talk, but whatever. I try to be kind of carefree. The mini buzz from Devo. Are they making a mini buzz? I guess there's an Instagram link for that. Yeah, we looked at the voodoo dolls, Pete. We looked at those a few days ago, like 3 or 4 days ago. They are pretty sweet. Can you guess which one I said I wanted? Or I would get? Out of all the ones shown here. I said the black micarta. And then I said I might like the bronze micarta one too. But the 2 micarta ones are the only ones I like. And then I talked about the purple one and we looked at it a little bit. Oh, it's fine, Scott. Like I said, I don't care either way. But yeah, it's probably best not to discuss religion or politics much in here. I was taught as a young kid to not discuss that with your friends unless you want to get into arguments. But that's what makes this world great, is people can have different views, but you can still be friends with them. You don't have to agree on everything to be a friend with someone. If that was the case, none of us would have any friends, because there's things we don't agree with them about. The more I see that one, the more I like it, the green micarta. And I like the black camo carbon fiber a little bit. But probably, since they're not making a full titanium one, like, I don't know why they do that, because they know, I mean, I guess it's a cost thing, but okay, Ray Sachs. I'm going to warn you now, like, that's some wild talk for a knife channel. Yeah, Shady, where's the link? Who makes this knife? Where is it? Did you send a link to it? Am I missing a link that I didn't click on? How did you look at it? Yeah, I need an all titanium voodoo. You got a link, Pete? I hate trying to find things on Urban EDC. Aha! We can go watch a video real quick. Or part of one.
Hey guys, Kev here. And to do a mini. Believe it or not, this knife did not sell.
Oh yeah, I did
well.
see
I mean,
this.
We sold them all, and
I think he showed it in another video.
Well enough, but I think the price point is what was hurting it, because I don't know. I think it's hard to. This design's beautiful, in my opinion, and so I think it was the price point being, around $300. It's 20 CV in titanium lock bar with a steel insert. But, when you use Best Tech, you end up spending a lot of money. And we want you guys to be able to get our knives and not spend a boatload of scales on these. So I think we tried a few different milling patterns. I can't remember what we did now. We'll see. But we got... Oh, yeah. It comes with a wire clip.
And it comes with 2 holes
for the
in
wire
it.
clip. and I guess an extra.
Why do my
milled
eyes go directly toward? Oh, those are screw holes.
Hey, look at that. It says Devo on this glove.
I couldn't see.
We did switch this to a milled pocket clip. Just thought that would be a good idea.
Yeah, that's probably a great size for a lot of people.
So you can see the flipper tab's different. That's one thing we changed because...
Oh, yeah, that's what we were watching, the angle.
But you can do a reach around, and you can do a like top rollback type thing. But it's not really good for anything else. You can't do this. You can't do this. So we wanted to see how it would be if we change it up a little bit. And we wanted to ship with a milled pocket clip. So you can keep this in your sights there. But this one has the lines on it, the milling, like the stout.
Yeah, that's super cool. Here's the buzz. Plain Jane. I think it was a second Devo I bought. Yeah, you don't like wire clips, do you? I like wire clips. But yeah, I got a heck of a deal on this one. That's why I grabbed it. It's a good knife, just like you said. You can open it any way you want to. Yeah, I love wire clips too, Robin. They go in and out of the pocket super easy. Gonzo said he's got a buzz, but it's not from Devo. Yeah, this one's on skiffs. When I bought it, it was on skiffs, and it's got a mirror polished edge. I don't know if you can see that. I can't get the light to hit it. Yeah, this one feels great in hand. I can see but I need it this big because my finger almost slips off if I go behind the pivot. So I couldn't hold a mini. I mean, I probably could if I choked up on it. But this one's perfect size for me. Because even if I use this forward choil and relax, my finger comes right back here to the... Yeah, there's my buzz. I only got 3 Devos, I think. I've got the buzz, the growl. Oh no, I've only got 2: the buzz and the growler, I guess. I thought I had something else. Oh, I do. I got that black one. I got this one. I can't ever remember the name of this one. The Kegerator. The one I anode black. I did this anode, by the way. You go back and watch my black anodization video and you see me about those sparks everywhere. I think that's the one I did it on. Yeah, I've got this one. The MASH. Thank you. I couldn't remember which one it was. But if I'm going to have a couple, I got the big ones, right? It's the 2 large boys. And I got the growler. So the growler doesn't live in my big case because it's G10. Yeah, I can't wait for the XL growler either. I need to get a tall boy, I guess. Man, I hope this turns out good. I'm sure it will. This leather dye is made to soak in. I guess that's why they say it's good with micarta, because it's made to go all the way deep into leather. I bet you do, Be Shady. Bet you've got. Why is that magnetic? Huh. That's weird. The whole thing is. It's got to be this piece and not the knife. Although it didn't want to stick to that one quite as easy. Weird. Are the tweezers the same? Yeah. Wow, that's odd. I don't know where that came from or why. Good morning, Bill, by the way. And Gonzo, if I didn't say hi. H-I-G-H. This is a big boy, too. I need to put my Kaisers up. Let me put these up real quick before I keep them out too long and they get on the table. Oh, I wanted to check how the utility, what if the size on the utility drop bear is the same as the this one, but I can't because, oh yeah, I can. Yes, I'd say they are same dimensions. What do y'all think? They look really close. Oh, Bill, are you in Blade Traders? Yeah, I'm a member over there. Mister, I don't know, but a pressure vessel would help that too. Or like a vacuum chamber. Yeah, I didn't realize those were so. They're both drop bear twos. It's my real name. I don't use it often. Yeah, it's my name, like my name. It's out there. It's I'd rather not just say it on broadcast, but I will find you on there. How about that? Yeah, we just looked at all that, Bill, a few minutes ago. Pot roast? Yeah, pot roast. That's two topics we've been discussing. Let me see. Blade Traders. Blade Traders, and if I do a search for Cliff, maybe that's you. Oh, it's a Paul Mirror. How do you tell who's making the post? Paul Marr. Paul Marr? Is that's you, Cliff? I guess I'm trying to find your post. A post on there. Are you talking about on Facebook? I guess you are. Uh-oh. Something just fell. Oh, you have to hit the more to see who posted the post. Giveaway. Oh, Paul is the owner? Okay. I don't use it very much. I've only used it. I bought a few knives. Let me see. I think I can tell you who I bought a knife from. I bought one from Uh, well, Clinton Poole and Chris Stanley. And I can't remember the other person. Clinton Poole, though, I think you probably know. I'll find you on there. Oh, I don't know why I put in Cliff. I searched for your name, Bill, as Cliff. I was getting the two confused. No wonder I couldn't find you. Duh. Doyle. Bill Doyle, there you are. You got a brand new Zerkatai backstrap. This is me. There you go. I just commented on one of your posts. Back with the Swerve. Act 2. Protect Runt 5. That's awesome. Lynch. Pry bar. And your dice. No titanium dice anymore? Just carbon fiber dice? Be shady? Where's the picture? I want to see pocket check picture. What's up with the purple smoke? A bunch of purple smoke going around. I see the titanium dice, but I don't see the carbon fiber dice. Why am I not seeing them, Shady? Yeah, I see you with the purple smoke, guy. What are we looking at? Just some purple smoke? We got... Okay. Yes. No, that's Day of the Dead. What was I trying to say? Las Muertas. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. There's the tie dice. Yep, B Shady's got his pictures down. Pot roast. My house this afternoon. All right. Shop all. There's the Isurus. Nice. Oh, so it shows up. I love their website. Oh, you want to see this knife right here? Click on it. And then we'll show you nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is a worthless website. Such a terrible website. Oh, let me see this knife. Nope. You can't see it. The Intac. I don't think I've seen it. .63-inch blade. Good price on it. Wish they had a titanium one. Maybe they do. Oh, knife picks. Oh, yeah, I meant to do that and show Yeah, I wanted to show something else first, Pete. Thanks for reminding me. So, Aaron D2 posted this yesterday morning. His Jack Wolf. It's a nice little Jack Wolf slip joint. And then Pete showed his two O knives. The little pink one and a rubato, maybe. I'm not sure. I think that's a rubato. Could be wrong. And then I just sold him this one. This was the smallmouth from Azusa Blade Works. So he posted a picture of it. I wanted to show those. And then Waylon posted his Protean and his shortcut and his flashlight. Olight. And then Ray Sachs posted his cold steel tie light or something. And then JT posted his Vosteed and Caliber, maybe. And I posted my two. Then Wicked Dream Designs doing his thing on some mirror polish. Wow. That looks great, man. Good job. All right, Pete. Now I'm over here to where you are. Tegan posted a new knife, new concept. Forgot to show that yesterday, I guess. Yeah, and Audioitis posted a full carbon fiber. Oh, it really is. Huh. I didn't know they made such a thing. Then I posted a size comparison of those two and a breakdown of the Waka. Waka. And then a picture of all the knives I had at work last night, including my little Kershaw Natrix. And then finally down here to Ed's showing the Butcher. He said it was around $50 new. And then here's Pete's Devos. Sorry, Pete. I didn't go to you first, but I wanted to work my way down. So, yeah, you did a great job on that buzz. What is the bottom one? What is the bottom one, Pete? Is that the mini growler? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that is a mini growler because it looks like my growler. Duh. Yeah, nice shot, Pete. Oh yeah, TC showed his Christmas knife that he put a new edge on. And Waylon did some Rit dye yesterday. Turned out great. Very good job, Waylon. I saw that last night and I totally meant to show it this morning. Yep, that's the same thing I do, except I got some pieces of titanium wire. All right, I think we pretty much covered. Oh yeah, and there's TC's wound. For those of y'all not on the Discord. See you later, Cliff. Enjoy your breakfast, sir. I've got the same pan I use on the stove every time for my Rit die. It's out there with it. And I've got my little wires that I use to hook into the scales. Pretty deep. Bill Doyle, to get to the Discord, all you got to do is go to my YouTube page and go to the top. So you click on my YouTube page, and at the top, the Discord link is right there. The only thing in blue. You just click that link right there, and it'll take you right to the Discord. And you can do it in a web browser, or you can do it in the app. But yeah, all you got to do is click that link and pick a name that you want to use. Yeah, or just type http:// and this, like he just did. Thank you, Robin. Is that the same link you just posted? I guess so. Morning. That's how you do it. Now you're in there. Now you're live on screen. I'm going to wave to you. That was Gonzo. Gonzo did it. Welcome, Gonzo. There's not really any rules on the Discord. There are a bunch of channels over here. And if you're in the Knife Picks and Vids channel, you can't comment. I wanted to keep it like a gallery to where it didn't get flooded with a bunch of text. So it's just pictures and videos in there, but all the other channels you're welcome to talk in. And if you want to comment on somebody's post that's in Knife Picks, like if I want to say, go down here to the bottom and comment on on Pete's post. If you right click on it or hold down or hit the little dots over there, you can hit copy message link, and then you can go here and say, at Pete, nice collection, and then paste that link, and it'll give him, so when he clicks that link, it'll take him right to the post that you're commenting on. So you can talk about stuff that's in Knife Picks and videos with links by copying the message link and pasting it in the general channel or somewhere else. Just right click and hit copy message link. So there's a little tip if you want to know how to do that. Steve, good morning, sir. Did I just leave a bunch of those? Yeah, sorry. I hate their little emojis, but... Alright. Whoops, I need to flip the die. Let it sit like that for a while. I guess we're going to start winding this one down, guys. I will show y'all in the morning how these turned out. I could take them out right now, but I'd have to go rinse them off and wash them, and I don't feel like doing that right now. So I'm not going to. But I am going to put up my two Devos side by side in my nice box. And I'm going to put my Kaiser back with the Kaisers. My Kaiser collection is becoming quite nice, if I do say so myself. Audioitis. I didn't know they made a carbon fiber blade for those. Where'd you get that? Good morning, Tommy. Yeah, Pete, my Kaiser collection is getting kind of big. This is a cool little set I got for $1.99 from AliExpress. You need a little cheap micro screwdriver set. It's got the little extension thing. It's got the... You can leave this in here. You know, you pull on it and it locks into place. But they should have made it where it would go in the packaging like that. But you got to take this out and put it here. Anyway, this whole little thing was like 99 cents or $1.99 or something on AliExpress. It was one of those choice things. I had to add something else to my cart to make it $10. So I grabbed another one of those. But I've got my big one right over here to the side. But you can't have enough of these little things. It's always got a T6 and a T8 in it. Oh, that's awesome, Audioitis. I should have known that. The AliExpress part. Yeah, Tommy, about wrapping it up, buddy. You got here just in time to smash that like button, though. No. Just joking. But yeah, smash it. I'm just joking. And Ray Sachs, if you're still around, I hope you have a good Sunday, sir. I like that you're very convicted on your beliefs, but probably not the best thing to talk about in a knife chat. I liked all your talk about cold steels. A lot better. Yep, Tommy, have a good Sunday, sir. Hope your week starts off great. I will see y'all in the morning. We will check out how this black leather die did, along with look at some other knives. My Isotope Mini will be in tomorrow, so I can't wait to get that one and see it on Tuesday on the stream. Thank you again, Mr. Robin, for pointing me towards that knife. I looked at the price of the full titanium one, and it's $460. So getting it for $225 was quite the bargain. So thank you again for that, Mr. Robin. Yeah, I'm flipping the bottle. I just shook it around. I'm shaking it. Shake it, shake it. Yeah, I'm still shaking it. I was sitting here doing this. I've been letting it sit up, sit down, sit all around. I'll take care of it, Pete. Thank you, though. Can't be reminded enough. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See